Welcome back once again to this YouTube channel. Please, if you are new here, make sure you click on the subscription button and also click on the post notification bell so that when we drop a new video, you'll be notified. And also do us an offer by clicking on the like icon, that thumbs up icon, and also comment, and possibly you can share. Let's go straight into today's video.
Rave event, Stonebwoy was on and again gave us a spectacular performance. Just at the tail end of his performance, we heard issues to this, that, all of a sudden Stonebwoy's microphone trouble. He comes back, comes to thank the fans, and even said that no one can force him off the stage, but he's only coming to say thank you, which I thought he did so well by thanking them, and quietly he left. You, as a manager, I'm very sure you were very close to the stage and saw whatever happened.
Yeah.
You were on the stage.
Yeah.
What really happened?
Thank you very much. Good morning, and sorry for joining in late. So we had an engagement with the organizers of Tidal Rave, and I spoke to the producers and they gave us a time, and according to the conversation that we had, Stonebwoy was supposed to close the event, and he was billed to perform for 45 minutes. And so they gave us a time, and we complied, and we were supposed to be there before 11, which indeed we got there before 11 p.m. We were backstage, and then I had to walk to the backstage to see them to make arrangements for him to come on stage to perform. And when I got there, I realized the backstage was a bit disorganized. I mean, clearly it's more of a production issue from the producers of the event. I would say they were probably overwhelmed by the number of artists, that were backstage trying to perform. And I think they got it wrong in terms of coordinating who is going at what time. But, we'll probably just leave it and speak to them for them to explain properly. So, we got on there before 11, and the guys came to me that, I beg, give me like an hour more so we can get, ready for Stone, because he's supposed to close the event. I was like, okay, cool, but then, you should have communicated the time to me properly, because I didn't want to come here with Stone. He just came to Ghana and he's not really feeling well, but, let's manage to do it. So we're there, and it was getting close to 1 a.m. I was like, no, I can't keep him here for that long. So let's just do what we are supposed to do and then leave. So I remember I was there when Afia went on, Last Minute, and some other people. And then eventually I saw Kiddy going on. So I called the producer and told him, I think we just have to go after Kiddy was coming. He told me Joey. And then I said, cool. So we'll go after Joey and then just leave. So I went to the car to organize security, and everybody walked to the back of the stage just after Kiddy finished performing. And then I heard Joey was performing, and then Lamem joined on stage. So we had to hold on again at the back of the stage for a while for them to finish. Then eventually we got on. Just when we started performing, and the producer came to me and said, I beg, wow, there are some other artists still waiting to perform, so, is it possible for you to cut and do 30 minutes instead of 45? I was like, he's already on stage performing. How do I pass this communication to him? Because we programmed our performance for 45 minutes. But anyway, let's see. We'll try to cut it short, since he said there are other people. Because we didn't know who was coming next, who was performing. There was no lineup. Like, the curtain was just not there. So clearly it was from the producers. So we're performing, and then, people kept coming back and forth. And again, it's a lapse from their part, because me, traveling around the world with Stone, playing a lot of events, working with different productions. Everybody is earmarked to be at a certain place at a certain time. if you are not supposed to be on stage, clearly you are not supposed to be there. But I mean, this is Ghana. Whilst we were on stage performing, other people kept coming on stage back and forth. But my attention and concentration was on the DJ and Stone performing. And I remember, Gourmet came asking, "Oh, Unia, I come time, baby." And then
Gourmet is Moogies.
Yeah, exactly. Gourmet, for RTVs. I mean, these are all my brothers and my friends. So he came, "Oh, Unia." Now I can't him saying, jokingly they'll come, oh Charlie, that kind of vibe. And then I saw Minor came in with his laptop, waiting to set up, meaning R2Bs was coming. But I didn't know, my attention was on the performance. And then at a point, Angelo also came, we just spoke briefly. I was like, oh, Mona Mobile now, okay, cool, and then eventually we had just about 2 songs to finish, Into the Future and then Apoteke. And if you could realize, Stone was even rushing the performance because, anytime he looks at me and the DJ, we tried to signal for him to know that, the timing and, he saw it that people were coming, back and forth, behind us. So we had 2 more songs to finish when he was doing Apoteke and Putu. And then Into the Future. That was when I saw Mensa behind me, DJ Mensa. He had a laptop behind me. And Mensa is my friend for a very long time. He's a friend and a brother. And he started, cursing and casting insinuations, saying all sort of that. I was like, right behind me. I was like, Mensa, what's up? What's the problem? And some of the words he used, I don't want to repeat. He's my friend. I don't want this to escalate to go take the shine away from the whole event. But I wasn't happy with what he was saying. So I confronted him. And actually that's what prompted the guys and the security to move to the stage, to my side. It was purely between me and Mensa. And then eventually the microphone went off. So I was like, what's going on? All this heckling, trying to run a master with stage. And speak to the organizers because I didn't come here to work for you. I know we are both working for artists.
Chief, if you say you confronted him, that even led to microphone going off, that sounds a bit...
Well,
was it... Had it become physical?
No. It was never physical. It was confrontation between us and exchanging words between myself and Mensa.
So who switched the microphone off?
As to that, I can't tell. It was even at a point where Stone turned towards looking at me and the DJ and realized that there was something going on stage and his mic had gone off. That was when I was like, so what kind of disrespect is this? So, I got angry. And obviously, Stone also saw it, and he wasn't happy about it.
Could it? So I want us to stay here a bit. Forgive me for my intrusion, but if microphones go off, or when the microphone went off, could it be coincidental that it was a technical challenge? No. Was that also considered?
No. It was never a technical challenge. Somebody intentionally switched off the microphone. As to who did that, I have spoken to the producers yesterday. I'm yet to sit down with them so we can actually look into it because I told them, we are not taking this. We are not taking this at all.
At the time the microphone went off, you were with Mensa.
Mensa was right behind me and the DJ. And music was playing. Music was almost falling off from his laptop.
So in this case,
but you don't do that.
Okay, so in this case, it's not Mensa, it's not you, it's not Milsey, who may have turned the microphone off. Could that be that the three of you are exempted from this technical problem right now?
As Brandy, listen, I just don't want to pin issues on people, but I can tell you for a fact that somebody intentionally put off the microphone.
Okay.
And I was telling them that was even our last song because we do Putu and then mix into Apoteke, so do the dance routine with the dancers and then eventually leaves the stage off. That was our last song we put out. Mensa, this is our last song. So even if there's any issue, first off, you are not even supposed to come speak to me that cut your performance because I didn't come here to play for you. Speak to the organizers. They are the ones putting us together. So speak to them. But he kept going on, and then I think somebody passed the message to Angelo down that Mensa had issues with, so they didn't know it was me. So he rushed onto the stage to check what was going on, and that was the point Stone also finished, and we met just by the stairs, and we're trying to like talk. Angelo, Angelo is like a cousin to Stone, so I mean, people having perception that Angelo and Stone there's tension. It's never like that. Angelo is one of the guys that Stone, vibe with, in terms of, on a personal level.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I can tell you that for a fact. So they never had any issue. Angelo was, speaking to him to get him to explain that, it's not them pushing or heckling us. But I told them right there on the stage that it's Mensa because, this is between me and Mensa. I can't lie about it. So we eventually walked off the stage, and then that was it. And I messaged Mensa right after, and it's between me and him. We'll sort it out. He's a friend, he's a brother. We'll sort it out. I'll meet him wherever. We'll sort it out. That one is between me and Mensa. We're near Tokwasem and near Bufusem near there. Yeah. It happens. I know we are all working for artists. We are looking out for their best and all of that, but we should find a way to work around it, not to make somebody look bad. So this is purely the issue. Nothing else happened between Sark and Stone physically or Angelo now. But I think people, obviously, they know Angelo. So as soon as they saw him on stage and then saw what happened, the microphone going off and then Stone saying, nobody can force me off the stage. It was clearly the case. People were trying to push. So apparently there was even a confusion between I think Minor and Mensa setting up and some other artists. So, the guys just got it wrong in terms of, the call timing, who's coming and coordinate. You are not supposed to be here.
So the whole issue had been escalated or had been twisted by bloggers or write-ups. Could that be? Because when the video surfaced when Angelo was getting on the stage, or Angel, Sarkodie's manager, was getting on the stage, and so I feel sorry for Angel, right? Because look, it came up, even Ghana Web Publishing, that Stonebwoy's manager Sarkodie's manager storms Stonebwoy's set. That was something else. It's unfortunate on this side. We tend to focus on, some of these, issues when it comes to events. I thought the guys had a very brilliant, setup, and we should be talking about that and how they managed to get a lot of people coming out to party, and the fact that as artists, as industry, we need to come together and push our music. These are some of the things we should be projecting because the world is watching. I can tell you, the stage that I saw, I was like, wow, these guys, this is what we're trying to do. I've been concerned. We are beating a stage by Moboa. And, we laughed about it. And these are some of the things we should be projecting for the world to see that, so Ghana can put up a production of this magnitude, not necessarily wait for Afro Nation and other international festivals to come do it. But we can also do it. Right. But
we are focusing on, on this, little mishaps. These are things we should be able to solve it, behind it.